Well, 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 Netflix's live-action Cowboy Bebop is cancelled. Cancelled after one season. Co-executive producer Javier even said, "I wish we could make what we planned for a second season." My point being that they wanted to make a second season. Of course they would, it's more money for them. But it's just more hilarious that this got canceled, especially so quickly, because they kind of thought that they would actually have a second season. And if I recall, people that were standing this show as it aired were saying that there would be a second season, totally. With the news breaking, John Cho made this tweet with a gif saying, "I'm okay." And some people feel bad for the guy, but I think there's a positive angle to this if you like John Cho and the other actors, or whichever ones you like. Well, now they have the opportunity to not waste their time on a heartless cash grab. They can use it for something better. Furthermore, I just have to question why anyone would have wanted to have been involved with such a heartless cash grab to begin with. Like, all you had to do was look into the production team behind this adaptation, like the producers and stuff like that, to see that they never had an interest in anime, and now they suddenly want to do an adaptation of one of the most iconic anime ever made. Plus, as I reported on back in August, we literally had Watanabe, the creator of Bebop, pretty much warning us about this thing, saying essentially that he has nothing to do with it, and anything that happens, well, that's all on Sunrise. Perhaps some of you feel that my opinion is just a bit too strong on this particular topic, but as I've outlined, it's for good reason. I've looked into this thing quite a lot, and I really don't want to see any anime IP used for a heartless cash grab by some mega corporation, and people that don't care about anime at all. Even more so for one as iconic as Cowboy Bebop. Now, for some extra laughs, let's take a look at this Reddit post from only 13 days ago titled, "Out of 10, what would you give Cowboy Bebop and why?" The Netflix adaptation. And for some reason, a lot of people on Reddit like to shill for mega corporations. And here's some of the highlighted responses. 7 out of 10. I'm with the chorus of 7 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Not because it's Cowboy Bebop, but because it's Cowboy Bebop with a coat of new paint. Love was put into this. Okay. But it deviates in a way that feels fresh and new. If you want a 1-to-1, then I'm sorry for your loss. If you like the universe and can handle the plot changes, then it's really good once you get past it. Lots of love was put into this, really. Well, what universe are you living in, man? 9 out of 10. Okay, if you don't know too, like, people in the cast had literally said that they were going to improve on like the mistakes of the anime. It doesn't sound like love put into it at all. It sounds like they're trying to do their own, again, heartless cash grab. It's the easiest way I could put it, simplest way I could put it. Another 9 out of 10 here. Not familiar with any of the animated series, nor is sci-fi and space fantasy my bag, really. But I really enjoyed the show. It was easy to get into and well put together and looks great. Another, well, actually, no, not another 9 out of 10. This one is 8 out of 10, though. This one says 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, maybe. It has a soul. The mean rating here of 7 out of 10 is really promising. You need to give it a watch. 8 out of 10, which is actually pretty great, since it's pretty hard to do an anime live action. Wow, a person likes to use pretty a lot. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10, it was awesome. 10 out of 10, not an anime fan, but I do very much enjoy the live action adaptation being put out. By the way, it's kind of crazy how fast this thing was canceled. Wasn't it announced like 4 years ago or something? And then it finally comes out and it gets canceled in like a month. Maybe this can be like a wake-up call, like a warning to anyone else that would want to do some heartless cash grab adaptation on wonderful anime IP. By the way, have you seen those people that say like, you shouldn't judge this thing until you've actually watched it? Like, I get the point that they're trying to make. On the other hand, though, I don't have all the free time in the world. If we can tell based off other evidence that something's going to be bad, then we shouldn't be forced to spend like a chunk of our life watching it just to confirm that opinion. Like, we're busy with work or school or whatever else is going on in our lives, and when we have spare time, we want to use it on something that's actually enjoyable and good to watch, or a fun video game to play, things like that. Plus, if we think that they're just trying to make money off of the intellectual property and they don't actually care about it, I shouldn't be forced to watch it and support them either. So to be fair, there is some merit in saying you should watch it before making an opinion. I just think that based off the other evidence that you can collect and look into on a production like this, that there's even more merit against that sort of statement. And just for fun, before we wrap this up, let's reflect on a video I made a couple months ago about Japan roasting this Netflix Bebop thing. Here's some of the comments that they left. Why does this look so cheap? I think they're trying hard, but it looks fan-made. It looks like fan art made by an enthusiastic fan. It seems it's gonna fail. I'm starting to feel concerned. Why is this so dull? It looks like something foreign fans uploaded on their cosplay video on YouTube. How could they drag its quality down to like a school club level, lol? So that's the news itself and a bit of my opinion on this thing. And as I've mentioned before, well, ultimately, I'm just a weeb with a mic. So let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments. I'll see you there. And also in the next segment on the way.